Yes, ma'am.
I want to go back to the school size. North has always been a small size. School. It's never been a huge number of students that attended these schools. So I don't understand why they would look at the number of how small, the population is here at the schools to determine whether they would decide consolidating the schools together. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me either. I mean, like she said, who is it going to benefit? It has to benefit the kids, and it's not, to me, that's not going to benefit them. Because, like you said, even if it came down to closing the schools, the kids, the bus ride, like you said, is going to be long. The kids are going to be tired. I have 3 children that are in the band. That is going to be impossible. That's going to be hard on not only the children, but the family as a whole, the community as a whole. North is very small. You have parents that does not have transportation to get to their children, whether they decide to consolidate all of this together. So it's a lot of things that they have to look at before they decide that they want to consolidate all of these together.
I agree 100%. That's one of the things I think that's got to be at the front of what we look at before we move in that direction. But again, I want everyone to understand that just in the event that consolidation does happen, that does not mean that schools are going to close. So I just ask that you always remember that they don't go hand in hand. I'm not saying, essentially, schools could close without consolidation. If the drop in enrollment ultimately happens, those decisions can still be made as to whether or not an area can justifiably have a school. So consolidation wouldn't ultimately lead to it, and it's not going to ultimately prevent it from happening either. But thank you for your comments. Yes, ma'am?
Well, why would they go out and find out why the enrollment is low instead of talking about consolidation first? Find out why the children are not enrolled, because there are children out there. So they need to find out whether they're going in Orangeburg County or another county or what. But if you have border where you can't cross this school zone in that school zone, so maybe they need to go out and search that out and see why the enrollment is low.
I think that would be a great idea. I guess you would originally think that there's just not as many kids as there may have been at some point in the past, but that may not necessarily be the case, and we need to look into that further. Emory Daff?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. We'll stick with that.
You can go ahead. I can go back to it. I got it.
Okay.
I apologize for not being one of the other ones, but I was incapacitated. I've been in the hospital, and I do want to have my say.
Yes, sir.
I've been around the world in my life, and I don't care where you go. Bigger is not better. Bigger is not better. We're gravitating to central government, central this, central that. Why can't we keep our communities and let our communities dictate what our children have? I don't have children. I have grandchildren and great-grandchildren in District 4. And I don't particularly care for someone over in Lake Marion making decisions for my grandchildren, and I'm sure they feel the same way about their children. I think your community, your schools in the small communities are your lifeline of that community. And I think it needs to stay that way. And would you please pass it on to Ms. Hunter, Mr. Hutto, Mr. Govan, and all of them? That's the way I feel. And I hope when you leave here tonight that you leave with it on your mind, these people, or the people of Orangeburg County, need to have their roots set in their small communities and leave it alone. The legislature in Columbia has enough on their plate. They should not have to worry let us take care of our own.
Yes, sir.